So cash is no longer being accepted at certain stores here in the United States. And that's creating a massive problem, especially for those that only carry cash and are unbanked, don't have a credit card, don't have a debit card, and have no way of paying for anything other than using coins and actual physical dollar bills. Now I want to explain what's going on, but before I do, if you've ever seen this, okay, if you've ever seen a store say, nope, we can't accept coins, we can't accept dollar bills because they're wrinkled or they look old, or what's happening more now, we will not accept anything as far as 20s, 50s, and 100s after noon. If you've ever seen that, go ahead and hit that like button. Now, I want to explain what's happening. Under the previous administration, so last year, the Biden administration, they announced, or the Treasury announced, that they were going to start pretty much taking certain bills out of circulation. Now, these bills are ones that are ripped, bills that are really worn down, bills that are torn. There's 3 or more corners that are torn off. There's multiple tears and tape marks on the bill. This could be a dollar bill, a 5, a 10, 20s, 50s, 100s. Now, I've experienced this more and more lately, where certain stores are saying that, no, we don't accept that. I actually went to a store just yesterday, and yesterday there was a little donut shop, and the donut shop said nothing 20s and over are not accepted. So 20s and over. So essentially, you can buy a dozen donuts, and that's it if you have cash. You can't get any more than a dozen because then it's over $20. Not only that, but there's no change accepted. And the only way I know that is because somebody went and bought one donut, tried to pay with 6 quarters. They said, sorry, we don't accept all change. The store, this donut shop, didn't accept all change. Essentially, what had to happen is they had to pay with a dollar bill and 2 quarters. They would not accept 6 quarters as a payment. This is what is troubling. Now, I like paying with a credit card. That's just me, because then I can go back and I can track exactly what I bought. How much did I spend throughout the month? Not only that, where did I spend it? Okay, am I buying it on paying on entertainment? Am I spending money on utilities and other household items? Am I wasting money on my interest from holding a credit card? Having a bill, right? Medical bills, all these things. But that's what's crazy. We are now starting to see more and more stores are opting for credit cards and debit cards. I've also seen the amount of stores that have signs that say no checks accepted through the roof. And I can't remember, but there was a study, some report was put out that more than 50% of stores don't accept checks. They do not accept checks as legal payment. Okay? Even though they are a legal form of tender, they won't accept it. They will not sell you something if you're paying with the check. Now, here's the reason I bring this up. We are now starting to see, in the Trump administration just the other day, Trump announced that, yeah, he's really going after the U.S. penny. That the penny currently costs $3, or not $3, 3.69 cents for 1 penny. Its value is 1 cent, but it's going to cost 3.69 cents to produce. So for 100 pennies, it's going to cost $3.69. The value isn't there. But also, and I brought this up last week as well, and I said that the penny only costs, it's valued at a penny, but it costs 3.69 cents. So you're losing 2.69 cents. But then you got the nickel, which its value is 5 cents, And the majority of this, I believe the majority of the nickel is actually made out of copper. And like 20% of it's actually nickel. Because the cost of materials, it's just going through the roof. But the nickel, it takes 13.8 cents to manufacture. It costs, or its value is 5 cents, meaning 8.8 cents is lost on a nickel. So not only is the penny and the nickel looked at as being potentially pulled out of circulation, but we're also seeing now dollar bills, 5s, 10s, 20s, 50s, 100s. Everything is looked at as possibly being pulled. Now, granted, the Treasury is going to make more 100s and 50s and 20s and 5s, 10s, $1 bills, but probably not pennies. And who knows about nickels at this time. But again, the reason I bring this up is because what about those that are unbanked? What about those that don't want to be tracked as to where they're spending their money? They don't like paying with cash. Okay? Or what about those that really do like paying with cash? I know a lot of people that are older that absolutely hate paying with a debit or credit card. They like paying their bills with a check, and they like paying for any other thing with cash. They carry around cash. We're starting to see more and more stores going for this no cash accepted policy. And I know there's so many different businesses, throughout the United States that have gone with a, card only concept or no cash accepted. We see this over at Lumen Field, where the Seahawks play, where it's all card. Can't pay with cash. Oh, you have cash? Well, you got to go to one of those kiosks that turns your cash into a card. Or previously, you go to a kiosk to put your card in to take cash out. No, now it's reverse. Now you go to those kiosks and it's cash to card, so that you can actually make a purchase using a card. According to reports of many different studies, they say that using a card actually saves time. It saves the business a transaction fee, okay? Which I'm not sure exactly how that works, especially when you use a credit card, you pay a transaction fee, but they say it makes up for the difference in the lost time that it takes to actually conduct the transaction. Again, doesn't make sense to me. I would think cash, if somebody understood basic math, or you have a till right there, you should be able to ring it up. You got a cash register. You put in exactly what the cost is, what the expense is going to be. You put in how much they're going to give you in cash. It tells you how much you get back, right? It tells you the total, the refund amount, right? It's simple. So again, I bring this up because as I'm seeing more and more stores not accepting certain bills, whether they're ripped, they're wet, okay? I'm here in Las Vegas, and it's cold. It's like 40 some degrees out right now. But normally Vegas is hot, and I still see signs up throughout the Las Vegas Strip that are saying like, we don't accept wet bills or sweaty bills, or somebody had some really interesting sign. I wish I could show you the picture, but anyway, pretty much people, if they're sweating, they have their money in like a bra, right, a pocket, wherever, a shoe, they're not going to accept it. Okay, stores are being very critical as to what they accept moving forward. So we'll see, but I just wanted to share that with you because right now more and more stores are opting for not accepting cash in exchange for making sure your transaction goes quicker with a credit card or a debit card. So as we get more information on this, I promise I'll bring you all the latest news and updates. But that's what we know as of today. So again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.